Hello from Akasa Living. Today we're going to be doing the heart chakra. As with this entire series, there's not going to be a lot of talking during the meditation. I'm going to get you to the point where we're into the meditation and then up to the frequency that we need to absorb. And then I will leave you in the meditation and let you simply absorb the energy as long as you want. There'll be music playing to take you on and on. You may continue it with a loop if you would like, and end it whenever you would like, as according to your practice. I want you to know up front, there is no belief system attached to this meditation series or to any of the things I do. You don't have to have a particular belief system to meditate or to believe that we're energy, to understand that we have an energetic body, that we have an energetic existence that we need to understand and understand how to care for the same way as we care for our physical body in order to be healthy. The two are not mutually exclusive, nor are they at odds with one another. In fact, they're not at odds with one another at all, and they cannot be treated mutually exclusive. We need to understand that we are energetic beings. We need to address the fact that we're energetic beings, take care of our energetic beingness, our energetic body, so that our physical body remains healthy and can become healthier. And so this is not an either or. It's not believe that you're an energetic being and let go of your belief system. It's not an either or. It is whatever belief system you have, that is perfectly fine. This is the science of the matter. We are energetic beings. We're made up of energy. Everything around us is made up of protons, electrons, neutrons. We're made up of energy, held together by universal law, by positive, negative charges, electrical charges being attracted to one another. And when things are in order, things run smoothly. When things are chaotic, things implode or go boom. So it's that simple, folks. So there's no belief system here. Merely we're energy. That's all. So with that said, we have talked about the other chakras that lead up to the heart chakra. We cannot address a single chakra and be addressing the entire energetic body. However, we can concentrate on one chakra at a time, which is what we have been doing. But as we do so, we are building upon the chakra system that is in the center of our body. We have started with the Earth Star chakra, which contains our Chiron wound healing. I've talked extensively on that. Then we went to the root chakra, which is the red light. The sacral chakra, which is an orange light, but within it is also the navel chakra, which is the peach light. And then we went to the solar plexus, which we have 2 videos on, which is our power source, our mastery of self, not over others, but of self. It is the sunshine we carry within us. It is our strength. It is so many things. There are 2 videos for the solar plexus. It is golden yellow. It is our gut instinct, our wisdom. And now we are up to the heart chakra. Now the heart chakra, we're actually going to have 2 videos for that too. We're going to address the front of the heart and the back of the heart. This video is for the front of the heart chakra. Okay. I also want to let you know that when it comes time for the meditation, there is no wrong way or right way to meditate. So please don't feel like I shouldn't do this. My mind wanders. Everybody's mind wanders. If they tell you that it doesn't, they're messing with you. Everybody's mind wanders during meditation. All you do is come back to your breathing, focus on breathing in and out. Let the thought pass. It may be that your mind didn't wander at all. It may be something that you needed brought to your attention. But perhaps it was that your mind wandered. That's okay. This is about letting go. So perhaps it was something you needed to let go of. Just focus on your breathing and come back to the meditation and do that as many times as you need to. There's no right way or wrong way to do it. There are many ways to meditate. This particular series is doing it with guided meditation, but there's no right way or wrong way. So stick around. You can't mess it up. You cannot mess it up, I promise you. And each experience may be different than the last. All right? So know that too. And your experience may be different than someone else's experience. As a matter of fact, I'm sure it will be. Okay. So the heart chakra. The heart chakra is actually indicated with two different colors of light. The heart chakra can be pink light, which is our transcendent love energy, but it's frequently green light. Now, most people equate the heart chakra with love, with emotion. The reason that the transcendent love, the reason the pink light is associated with it is we are made of the energy of unconditional love. The bandwidth of energy, that the particular energy that we are made of is healthy in. That bandwidth has to be within the frequency of love. If you get below that frequency, the energy we are made of becomes unstable, thus is unhealthy. If we get into dense energy, we are unhealthy. If we get below love, we are unstable energetically. And then we become unstable physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, metaphysically. So that is why the pink or the transcendence matters. The pink does have to do with, of course, romantic love, emotion. We all equate that with the heart. But it also has to do with coming to higher levels of consciousness, transcending from one level to the next level of consciousness, transcending different aspects of ourselves, lower vibrational aspects of ourselves to higher vibrational aspects of ourselves. There's a great deal that can be said about what transcending means, and there are various ways to interpret it. So we're not going to get hung up on that a whole lot. Just think of it as, I once knew this. Now I'm aware of it. I understand it at this level. We started out in school, we learned to print, and then we learned cursive. And then if you go on and you learn another language, you learn to write in that other language. Each of those steps in your learning to write, you added another layer of consciousness, another layer of knowledge. You transcended. Okay? So this is what transcendence is. It simply means you go up in awareness, you go up in knowledge. All right? So when we talk about transcendent love, it is love that we have. It's more pure, it's more profound. It is from a higher vibrational place because it comes from a place of more understanding. It is from a place where we understand more about the true nature of who and what we are. As we transcend, as we become higher and higher vibrational, we are coming up to the level of understanding exactly what it means to be an energetic being. We're one whole complete light being. This does not negate anyone's religious belief or any other belief system, okay? This does not negate that in any way. The energy that causes us to exist is a source, an energy source. It is in the frequency of love. At the top of its bandwidth, it has expanded in consciousness. It is aware of so much. It wants to experience that. It wants to use everything that it knows. It wants to experience that in a form other than energy. It wants to have a tactile experience of some sort. To do that, it has to slow its molecular structure down. And as it slows down, it becomes denser. Each denseness then creates a different aspect of it. So the different aspects of it are different planes of existence for it. Now, the only plane of existence that we are concerned with is our own, the earth plane of existence. Our source energy in the earth plane of existence, it slowed its molecules down. It didn't create a vessel and then go and pick one out and put itself in it. It merely took itself, slowed itself down. So it formed different aspects of itself as it became denser and denser and denser. And then at the very bottom of the bandwidth that it could go to and still be healthy without getting down below love, the frequency of love, that was tactileness as we see it, as we experience it in the human form. Now, is the human form truly tactile? Well, scientifically, no. We know that this is not truly tactile, that everything is moving around, and just like the desk is truly moving around, we experience it as tactile, but it's really protons, electrons, neutrons moving around, but they're dense. And so we experience it as tactile. Our light body, our source, is not tactile. It's not dense. It's protons, electrons, neutrons, it's energy moving around. But it slows its molecules down, just like molecules are slowed down to form a desk. It slows its molecules down to form a tactile being, us. So it can experience everything above, below. Now, the planes of existence in between, at this point, we don't want to mess with those. Those aspects of us, because we are source and source is us. Our source energy is us. Thus we are it. We are one whole complete light being. Those aspects in between, they have their own planes of existence. They have their own thing going on, okay? Now, are they higher level of consciousness than us? Are they a higher vibrational frequency than us? Yes, because they're less dense than us. But their perception of what needs to go on in our lives may be skewed because they are in a different plane of existence than us. We are sovereign over our own plane of existence. We are sovereign over ourselves. So sovereignty of self means, no, those planes of existence do not guide us. Those planes of existence do not guide us. Our source energy is what we listen to. Yes, see the lights? That's important, folks. Our source energy communicates with us, and source and us are one. We are one at the heart space. Source, us, our heart space, or the intuitive mind. 3 places, 1. Okay? Now, the heart space being the intuitive mind, what does that mean? Well, the chakra system, as I've said, is the communication system for our beingness, for the beingness of everything. Chakras are energetic points of energy transference. Points of energy transference. They're communication nodes. Everything is energy. So to communicate, energy has to transfer information. Energetic transference takes place for communication. So chakra systems are points of energetic transference. So for us, our heart is our intuitive mind. Now, this mind is the programmable mind. It's the mind that is programmed for this is how the human body functions. When you learn things, this is where you program those into. Once you've done something, this mind remembers it. Things we want to remember, this mind does that. Once you've experienced something, this mind does that. Where do we program the automatic things that body needs to be able to do? You know, the heart needs to beat, they need to be able to walk and chew gum at the same time, those kind of things, that mind handles all that. But this mind doesn't create, because the intuitive mind does that. Because the intuitive mind is getting its information. See, this mind is the physical. The intuitive mind is the heart chakra. Therefore, it is energetic. It is a point of energetic transference. And it is where the source energy that we are, that has slowed itself down to be us, says, hold on a second. As we got denser and denser and denser, the frequency that we were vibrating at slowed down. And at lower vibrational frequencies, we have less level of conscious awareness, and we forget what we are. So there has to be a point where we communicate to the tactile being, by the way, this is who and what you are. You're me, and this is what we're doing. Up here, we know so much, and we want to experience it down there. So you're me, and this is what we're going to do. It's going to be great. So it becomes your heart's desire. You get excited about it. It lights you up because you up there, you want the heaven on earth experience up there where you're at the top of the bandwidth of love. That's what it is. It's everything that you have become consciously aware of and all the things you want to expand consciousness with. Once you're down here in tactility, you're excited about it. You want good. You don't want to get into dense energies that are below love because you know you're going to become unstable and unhealthy. So you don't want that. All right? That's a given. So you want a heaven on earth experience. So the heart space is the intuitive chakra where you say, okay, it's going to light you up. Your intuition, the intuitive mind, the heart mind is going to say, I want to do that. Let's do this. That lights my heart up. I love that. Yeah, it's that. It's that thing that makes you go, can I do that? Yes, I can. Can I do that? Yes, I can. I'm bored. I want to do that. That's the heart mind. We get excited about things. We want that in our lives. We're going along one day, everything's trucking along. We think we've got our life all worked out, and then we see this, or we come across that, or we experience this, and all of a sudden everything changes, and we're like, this is what I'm supposed to do. I know it. And we don't do, I know it. We don't do that. We go, I know it. Because the intuitive mind resides within the dimension of imagination. You see, each of our chakras are also a dimension. It's not taught, I don't believe, by anyone else. It's how it was channeled to me. Each chakra represents a dimension of us. So imagination does not mean you made it up. We're not making anything up, folks. This mind can only be programmed. It can't conceive of something that hasn't been. It's only programmable. To conceive of something that has not been requires conceptualization, which happens from the expansion of consciousness, which is done by energy. Our energetic being does that. So our source energy has experienced expanding consciousness. You can see the lights go up. So it has experienced what was not experienced before. It has boldly gone. All right. And it's like, we discovered this. And then the heart gets, can you imagine? Can you conceive of? And the heart starts being fast. Yes, we can, because we got the hit. We got the intuitive hit. We got the electrical impulse. We got the energetic transmission to our heart chakra. Guess what we just came across up here? We're adding it to the plan down there. Guess what you're going to do? Because you're me and I'm you. Feel it lighting you up? Yes. That's how we're to live, folks. And that's what keeps us high vibrational. We are to be healthy, happy, whole, complete. This is our health, wealth, abundance, and prosperity package as well. Just like our solar plexus was, so is this. This is what makes us stay excited about living. Because we're living our heart's desire. Our heart's desire, not someone else's. That's what the solar plexus says, sovereign over self. That is why we just got rid of all those other aspects and said, y'all live your aspects and have fun, enjoy yourselves. But realize that you're part of the same source energy that I am, but y'all do your own thing. Y'all are sovereign over you. Me and Source, we got our own thing going right here. And this is ours. This is what we're doing. Oh, diggity. Yeah, that's how we're supposed to be with life. And that is how life stays beautiful. And that is how we stay in the energy that is us. And that is how we see ourselves. And so that is the energy we put out. And that is how we attract to us the things that are going to help us have this, that is our heart's desire. It all comes together because the energies are attracted to one another. Yep, that person, I'm supposed to do that with them. Yep, that's my person right there. Yep, that's my job right there. Yet everything just comes together. We're in flow. We're in flow. We're in flow. Flow is when you're living by the law of attraction. And the law of attraction does not mean that you've plotted it all out and you're like, so I'm going to get in the frequency and I'm going to attract it in. And the law of attraction is so much bigger than that. The law of attraction is so source. What are we doing today? What lights us up? Yeah, that's it. I feel it. And then when we have that energy in motion, that emotion, we're in that energy. We emanate that energy out, and then we attract to us the things that support that. Let's flow. So our lives are with grace and with ease. Nobody's forcing anybody to do anything. Our energetic behavior styles then do not have to become manipulative. Nobody has to bend themselves like a pretzel. Nobody's controlling someone else and making things happen. No one is telling someone else, society dictates that you do this. These are the rules. If you do that, you're bad. You would be disowned from the family if you do that. No. Maybe you say that, but that's non-resonant energy for me. My resonant energy is this. This lights me up. That energy resonates with me, and what you're saying, that controls me. It's not resonant with me. So you can come up to my frequency or over to my frequency, whatever the case may be. That person may be in the bandwidth of love and not resonating with you. You can resonate with me, or you can wish me light and love and you be you and let me be me. Either way, if that's what you want to be, just stay in my periphery. Don't get into my field. Let me be me. I mutually respect you. You mutually respect me. Well, it's all good. But don't come over here and use your energetic behavioral styles of manipulation and tell me about societal programming and what I have to do, because that's just how our family does it. Or people like us do that, or people like you do that, or any of those other things. No. The heart chakra knows our story because it is in constant contact. If it is healthy, and if we're utilizing it correctly, and if we are getting the intuitive hits, if we have our heart chakra open, it is getting the information from our source. And our source is saying, come on, let's go. But then there is that physical mind, which many people call the ego. Now, ego is not a bad thing. Ego, in one sense, is what protects us. Ego is what gives us some confidence. Ego comes from the root chakra and says, yes, I belong here. I've learned that. Yes, I should be proud of myself. I've learned that. Yes, I have the right to. I've learned that. So ego has learned many things. But ego has also accepted many things that it should not have. I really don't think that ego is the right word for it, but it's the word we use. And so here I go again, redefining the vernacular. But the programmable mind gets all these limitations in it, either from societal programming. If I do that, my family's going to be done with me, or my family's going to let me have it every time I see them, or the kids are going to love dad and hate me, or whatever. They're never going to speak to me again, or whatever. If I do that, my parents are going to whatever. If I do that, my best friend is not going to be my best friend anymore. If I do that, da 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 da. Or we have I was told my whole life that I'm not good enough for that, or I was made to feel that way because I was treated such and such way while I was growing up, or when I got to college, I was treated such and such way because I looked such and such way, or acted such and such way, or it was behind because of this, or whatever. Whatever the trauma, drama, blame, shames, woulda, coulda, shouldas are. And just because I put it that way doesn't mean I'm dismissing them. They're very real and they're very relevant. It doesn't change the fact that we have to overcome them. We have to address them. They're the elephants in the room that we like to ignore. We have to address them, call that energy back to ourselves, raise it to the vibrational frequency of the life we want now. That our heart space is saying, come on, this is it, this is it, this is our path. This is what's going to light you up and take you forward, and you're going to be healthy, happy, wealthy, abundant, prosperous, and those things mean many more things than just money, folks. You're going to have your heaven on earth experience if you do this. That's what those things mean. So we have to overcome these limited beliefs. But we get lit up, and the first thing that happens is, no, sounds good. But remember, we tried that before. We tried going away to school once before. Remember what happened? We imploded. Yeah, we weren't good at being away from home. We don't do well away from home. Mom and Dad were right. We should stay right here. And just, people like us don't do that stuff. We should just work at the plant or whatever you're being told. Or people like us don't go around the world and do things. Or people like us, we don't become artists. We have to have 9-to-5 jobs with a paycheck and retirement plan. Or people like us don't, or people like you don't, or all the things that this mind, so-and-so did that, and you see how that worked out for them. Or you've tried that 6 times now, you see how that's worked out before. That's where we have to tell the thinking mind, hold on a second. We were at a different level of consciousness then. We didn't know what we know now. We're living from our heart space now. And when we do this, we're going to be healthy, happy, whole, and complete. We're going to shine. Now, the ego always wants to shine. So when you tell it that, you get it on board, and it's like, did you say shine? When it hears you say that, that's when you sneak it right past them. You go, yep, we're going to shine. And you get it on board, and you go for it right then, and you don't stop. When we hesitate, that's when we lose our nerve. And the thinking mind takes over again, and we don't take the action. We hesitate. Somebody else comes in and says, what do you think you're doing? No, don't do that. There's an intervention. And 6 of our best friends take us out for drinks, and next thing you know, you're right, I can't do that stuff. What am I thinking? I almost made the mistake of a life. No, you almost gave up the best thing that was ever going to happen to you, because you let everyone around you who is not feeling the energy you're feeling, because they're now not resonant with what you are experiencing. Doesn't make them bad, doesn't make them wrong. It just makes them not resonant with where you're headed. And sometimes that's why we don't do it, because our heart space is leading us to a place that it means we're going to leave behind some people, totally behind sometimes, or just pull our energy from them and not see them as much, or see them in a different way. But that's not comfortable. And this mind says, whoa, hold on a second. We might go across town and do that, but you want to go across the country and do it? Mm-mm. What about the boys? We play darts on Monday night and we bowl on Wednesday nights, and on Friday nights, well, we get a little rowdy, and Sunday's football. No, we're not going to have time for those things, because we're going to have this life. And this life is going to be, and you start getting all excited, and then one of them calls you up and says, you're going to do what? Well, what about? And then you start getting all nostalgia, and you think that's your heart, but that's not your heart. That's here telling you, no, we better not do that. Maybe just think about it a little longer. And then the family chimes in and says, you're jumping the gun here. You really haven't thought this through. Well, that sounds right. This is the battle that goes on between the intuitive mind that is being guided by us, because we're one whole complete life being, and the thinking mind, which The only way it got any of this stuff was by us, the heart mind, the intuitive mind, leading us into new things anyway. Nothing new ever happens in our lives if we let this control us. Or nothing new ever happens in our family line or in our communities or in the world around us. Nothing ever changes if we let this keep us in the same patterns, in the same cycles of hate, the same cycles of unforgiveness, the same cycles of people like us don't do that. Or you know what happens when we try that? Or you know we can't have peace because peace doesn't work. We can't feed the world because, well, you know, there's not enough food for us. We can't do that because there's not enough that like mentality. All of those things, they keep us stuck. What do you mean forgive them? Our families have been feuding for 100 years. What do you mean forgive them? What do you mean have them over for dinner? you mean have them over and beat them up for dinner? Is that what you're talking about? Is that why we're going to have them for dinner? You mean be nice to them? What? Why would we do that? You see what I'm saying? We would never go forward if we did not give in to, surrender to the intuition, the heart mind. And that resides in the dimension of imagination. Can you conceive of? This mind never conceives of anything. It's only programmed. All conception is done at source level where consciousness is expanded. And it comes down to us. And it comes here. All new ideas come from through our crown chakra, through the collective consciousness, through the cosmic collective consciousness, or through the human collective consciousness where somebody on the other side of the planet came up with the idea, and it's energetically in the cosmic or world humanity, human chakra system, because everything is connected by chakras, and there's points of energetic transference, and that comes down through the crown chakra, and you get the hit. That's why there are 4 people invented the telephone at the same time. That's why Tesla and Edison were fighting over who did the electricity and the light bulb and all those things, because the same information comes down. And that is how we all get our ideas. That's where they come from. We don't think them up here. It is the expansion of conscious at the highest level of energy in this plane of existence, our source energy. That is where everything comes from. And it all comes through the heart chakra. Our intuitive hits. The crown chakra, of course, we can get information through there. But if we don't listen to the heart chakra and believe it, wow, that was a great idea. Nah, better not believe that. No, that's for me. I know I'm supposed to do that. I'm supposed to do that. And that's how the world works, folks. That's how energy works. So our heart chakras, yes, they have pink light. We want pink transcendent love. We want to transcend. We want to be higher vibrational all the time. We want to understand all of this more and more and more. We want to function this way better and better and better all the time. But we need green light for the heart, because that is health, wealth, prosperity, and abundance. That is what an emerald represents. Now, prosperity and abundance, yes, that can mean money. But if this mind keeps you in a loop all the time, you're not going to make any money. Or limited. You see, we have to be healthy. We have to understand that we are energetic beings and not let this mind limit our capacity of understanding that. Let this mind keep us from doing the things that are going to make us healthy emotionally, mentally, and physically. The physical body is not healthy whenever we hold it back emotionally. But I love that. But that's not good for you. Our family's tried that before. Our family's not good at those things. But it's my passion. No, not in our family. Well, maybe I'm not part of the family. Don't ever say something like that. You've just broken my heart. Oh, Lord. And so we give up on our dreams. And we become broken, and we acquiesce, and we live a life that's not ours, it's theirs. And our health implodes. We're not happy. We don't know why. We're still straight A students. We still get a great job. We still make great money, but we're not a happy person. It's because we never fulfilled what was lighting us up. And once we've done it, then it's easier the next time. And that's a pattern we have. It's the energetic behavioral style we fall into, and we repeat it and we repeat it and we repeat it. And once someone has gotten us to acquiesce, then they have successfully gotten control over us. Well, people like having control. So they continue to assert it. And then if they go away, somebody else sees it and they're like, wow, they're gone. I'll take that over. And then they jump in and they're like, yeah, I'm here for you now. And yeah, you were being held down. And so they come at you from a different angle and they control your life. Our heart chakras. Our heart chakras are about our heart's desire. Our heart chakra is about us knowing what we're here to do. It's about knowing you are not this. We are an energetic being that wants to have everything it knows above and come down to this plane of existence and experience as much of it as it can tactilely in this form. We are it and it is us. In the heart space is where all that is communicated and felt. So for those who say emotion or feeling or listening to the heart is the wrong thing to do, they've got it backwards, folks. Shutting down this part of us is shutting down our source. Is shutting down the very part that guides us to be all we are meant to be. It's shutting down the part that says, hold on a second, you're programmed. And we're going to get ahead of our programming. We're going to become more than the sum of our parts. We're going to become more than our programming. Yeah. See that mountain over there? We're going to go over it. See that ocean over there? We're going to sail across it. See that river over there? We're going to go the other side. Why did the chicken cross the road? He followed its intuition. Everybody wants to know. I think that's what it's about. That's why the chicken crossed the road. It followed its intuition. And some of you are like, well, what about when it went splat? Well, that's because somebody with societal programming said, hold on a second, you're going to get, and the chicken hesitated and it got it. We cannot let people do that to us. We cannot do it to ourselves, but we do. And we all do it. I've done it. We all do it because we weren't taught this way. We were taught exactly the opposite. Oh, Lord, no, don't do that. Don't follow your heart. Don't go with your emotions. No, I'm not telling you to be an emotional mess, be an emotional basket case. I'm not telling you to go with the emotions that are out of control, where you're crying and you're upset and you just, oh, I think my heart wants me to do that. No, it's very different. I'm talking about the things that light you up and you know that you know that you know. Not that confused, I don't know what I feel. I don't know. All of that is when we're ungrounded and when we're acting from a place of hurt and confusion. That is frequently when other people are manifesting on us and trying to pull us out of what is our heart's desire. There's frequently when we are battling with our intuition and the thinking mind. The thinking mind and our intuition, our heart mind, and our actions have to go in congruency, have to be in alignment. And that is when we are in frequency. And when we hold frequency, then we can stay on course. We can have the life we're meant to have because we then are holding frequency to consistently attract in that which we want. First, we have that emotion. I want that. And so we start attracting it in. Then the thinking mind is like, no, better not. And so there it goes, all the reasons why, and there it goes. So we're like, hold on a second. Let's get that back in congruency with, no. You don't get to make the decisions. You are only programmed. This knows my story, and we are going forward. We are transcending what you know. We're going to a higher level of conscious awareness. I know that I know. And so you get these two congruents acting together, and here it comes back. And then you take action that is congruent with this, and then you're in sync, and you've attracted it in. And you maintain that energetic bandwidth for that congruency, and that's how you keep it. It's called gratitude. When people say, show gratitude, it's more than saying thank you. Being in an attitude of gratitude means being happy about that job you got and doing that job in an attitude of gratitude. That doesn't mean going in every day and saying, oh, thank you, Lord, I've got this job. It means going in and doing the job with your heart, your mind, and your actions congruent in frequency. So you continue to attract what you need to do the job well. It means that relationship that you got doesn't mean it's perfect all the time. It doesn't mean it's two. You don't have to sit down and say, okay, well, you're kind of doing this and I'm kind of doing that. And so we need to figure this out. And maybe in some ways you're not in perfect alignment. And so maybe because you're a 1 + 1 = 3, and that's what the relationship dimension is for. And maybe you have some things that they do this and you do that, but that doesn't mean that your relationship as a whole is not still intact. And so you've discussed that. And now your heart, your minds, and your actions are in congruency. So the relationship is still very much intact, even though one of you is now bowling on Friday nights. The other one is perfectly secure with that because you've maintained gratitude for one another, energetic bandwidth for one another, and you maintained the congruency, and therefore you've maintained the attraction. You didn't do this. Hell no, you're not going to do that. I won't be there to see what you're doing, or I don't trust you to do that, or Joe did that, and you know what happened when Joe went and did that, and none of that stuff. No, you can't do it that way. That is not this. Okay? So green light for health, wealth, abundance, and prosperity. Because when we live happy, when we live doing what we're meant to do, that's when our frequency stays up. When our frequency stays up, that is when our energetic body stays healthy. When our energetic body stays healthy, our physical body stays healthy. This is what Dr. Bruce Lipton called the honeymoon effect. This is what I found with fibromyalgia. It turned my life around. Did it cure me? No. I spent 50-something years with fibromyalgia before I found it. Am I at the level of consciousness yet to accept that I can completely turn it around? No. Because I have other people around me that don't function the same, who don't live by their intuition, who still don't follow their intuitive hits, and therefore the attraction should be there. My intuition tells me this should be this way, and they're going that way, and my intuition is like, hold on, wait, where are they at? And there's this void because they're not there. And so I'm dealing with all of that energetically. So no, I can't tell you that I'm healed. And I can't tell you that any of us are going to be entirely healed until the world starts living this way. And how far down the line that is, I don't know. But this is how we heal ourselves and then the world. And no, we don't heal another person. We heal ourselves. And then it emanates out, because when each one of us does this, we're in frequency and we're attracting what we're supposed to. And we're with resonant energies. We're not with non-resonant energies. And we're all living respectful lives, self-respect, thus mutual respect. And we become healthy ourselves, and the world becomes healthy. We live lives of peace and love, and the world becomes peace and love. And yes, folks, it doesn't work that way. And it all starts with understanding we are energy, neither bad nor good, just energy. And we are responsible to know that and to build upon this chakra system. And no, we're not just chakras up and down the middle that light up. Everything is chakras. lines of chakras. We are cubes. We're like a Rubik's Cube of chakras. But for now, we need to understand this part of it. And this is what we need to know about the heart chakra, the front heart chakra. So we're going to get an inverted pyramid, fill it with pink light. If you want to know about the inverted pyramid, I'm going to talk about it in the last video, number 2 for the sacral chakra. But we're going to fill it with pink light. That's the transcendent love. And then we're going to fill it with a green light for the health, wealth, abundance, and prosperity, which brings us longevity. Once we get up into frequency, we're simply going to bask in light. All right. If it is your practice, call in all the ancestors you want to, all the angelic beings you want to, whatever your belief system is. If you work with cosmics, whatever's for your best and highest good, you call them in. Belief systems do not matter. We're talking energy. So you do what's for your belief system. End this according to your belief system, all right? The other thing is, if you work with crystals, for, of course, the pink light, rose quartz, pink tourmaline, rhodonite is what this is. For the green, of course, emerald is what I use. But there are many others that you can use that are green. Aventurine, many others that are in jade. There's all sorts of green that you can use. Research, figure out which green best suits you for the green. Emerald is absolutely what I use. I wear emerald. It's my birthstone, but I wear it because it is absolutely for abundance, health, wealth, abundance, prosperity. So I wear emerald. So if you use crystals, if when you meditate, you like to have crystals around, get those now. Okay. All right. Wonderful. You can either sit or lie down. We want to have the energy column straight. Okay. All right. Okay. So as I said before, I'm not going to talk much. I'm just going to get us into the meditation. Going to build a little bit on the chakra system, not very much. I'm just going to acknowledge the fact that we are building on the chakra system, get us into frequency with the lights, and then hold the frequency, leave it there. Y'all absorb it as long as you like, close according to your practice. And then the next meditation will be for the back of the heart chakra. All right? Yes. Okay. Let's begin. Lights. Close your eyes, please. We ask to be placed in an inverted pyramid so that the base is at the top and it is able to accept all that energy that is coming down from source. There's a broad base there to accept that energy, and it is broad to hold our chakra system open wide. And the energy comes down from source, and then it shapes the energy, funnels it down so that we can then, once we are manifesting, once we are working with our source energy, we can ground through our Earth Star chakra, through our Chiron wound healing, all the way to the core of the crystalline grid of Mother Earth. So we ground now to Mother Earth and we say thank you, thank you, thank you for inviting us here. And as we're placed in this inverted pyramid, we ask that it be pink, filled with pink light by the frequency of pink transcendent love, of transcendent love. So feel that coming all around you, gathering all around you. Just breathe it in low. Exhale, letting go of all that doesn't serve you. Relaxing the neck, relaxing the shoulders. Just letting all this wonderful love that surrounds us in the pyramid, just let it fill you up. Now let's breathe into the heart space, all this pink light, this pink transcendent love. Breathe it into the heart space. Feel the heart space expanding, getting bigger and bigger as this pink transcendent love just takes everything that's there and transmutes it. All energy, neither bad nor good. It just takes all energy and brings it up to the frequency of love, unconditional love. And you feel it just spreading out within you, taking everything and turning it into love again. Whatever it finds, love, 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 getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And we exhale. Relaxing again. Letting go of all the stuck energy in our necks and in our shoulders. Okay. And one more time. Breathe it in. Breathe in that pink light, that transcendent love. Let it fill every part of you. Let it start in the heart space. Let it fill every part of your beingness. Let it emanate out, 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 forming an aura around you, pushing everything out or dissolving it or just transmuting it. It takes all energies and it turns it all into love again. Everything is fuel. All energy is just fuel. It just takes it, brings it right up to frequency. Come on. Let's become love again. Come on, let's become love again. Come on, let's become love again. Feel it, feel it. Feel it coming up, feel it coming up, feel it coming up. Exhale. Meditation's exciting, folks. It's not boring. Meditation is medication for the heart, for the energetic being. So we can avoid medication as much as possible for the physical being. I am not anti-medication, but if we can avoid it, this is the way. It's by taking care of the energetic. So it's exciting stuff. So here we are, surrounded and filled with pink transcendent love. High vibrational, all the energy that's within us transmuted. Anything that doesn't serve us has had to go. If there's anything lingering, that's okay. We're going to take care of it. There could be some sticky wickies, some stubborn stuff. That's okay. Pink light will keep working on it. Now let's go to our root chakra and see that red light twirling and swirling, making that root chakra our base. That yes, I can energy. Yes, I can energy. Yes, I will energy. I am energy. I belong energy. See that? See it healthy, strong. This is you. Breathe into that. Exhale as it's calibrated perfectly, eliminating all illusion and delusion and bringing you into perfect frequency for reality, your best and highest good, your highest timeline in this earth plane of existence in this lifetime. And now the orange light, you see it whirling, swirling, twirling. This, yes, I can. I am meant to expand consciousness, and I am mature about it. I am healthy about it. I'm ready to do this in an energetically responsible way, and with the creativity of the navel chakra and the peach light. I'm ready to expand consciousness. I'm ready to be, feel, and experience all I came here for. Without illusion or delusion, but in the reality that is my best and highest good timeline in this lifetime, in this plane of existence. Perfectly aligned, synchronized together, now up to the solar plexus, which is gold. And it's swirling and swirling and twirling. And we call ourselves back to ourselves across all time, space, universes, lifetimes, dimensions, and incarnations, past, present, and future. And we release all energetic entanglements of any kind, whether we created them or others did, whether we did it knowingly or unknowingly, whether it was for good or for not, or who knows why, whether it was through focused thought, written, whether it was agreed to, not agreed to, whether it was meant to be a good thing, not meant to be a good thing, whether it is some sort of hex, spell, voodoo, whether it's a contract, whether it's somebody who simply is trying to impose their will upon our lives, or whether it's something harmless and we don't realize we're doing it, but we're hoping somebody does something and it's not what they want to do. However, we have somebody energetically entangled, it is not okay. We do not get to impose our will upon others energetically. We attract. So we release all of that now. We bring those energies up to the vibrational frequency of the level of consciousness that understands this, and we forgive it all. We return the energies back to who they go to, our energy to us, their energy to them. But all energetic entanglements must be broken, and they have no choice. There is no energy that can resist this. None can resist the strength of the knowledge, the level of consciousness that unconditional love will not be held this way. And we call ourselves back to ourselves now, across all time, space, universes, lifetimes, dimensions, and incarnations, past, present, and future, and declare ourselves sovereign over ourselves. We feel our energetic column coming in as all the energies come into alignment now, as all of our chakras are aligning, coming synchronized to work together as we now come to the heart chakra, surrounded with pink, transcendent love. And now we see and feel the green light, swirling and twirling, cleansing, cleaning, calibrating it, making it healthy, having it say, yes, I recognize that. I feel it. That is mine. I know that I know that I know. That is my health. That is my wealth. That is my abundance. That is my prosperity. That is my story. That is my heart's desire. I am sure that is what Source is communicating to me. That is ours. We want this. We want to go forward this way. This is the frequency we want to be in. And nothing can stop us. And we see emerald green light now, emanating from our heart space, getting bigger and bigger and bigger, forming an aura around us, filling our pyramid, aligning all of our chakras now all the way up. Our chakras all the way up are becoming in alignment. Our two natures of energy, allowing and acting, coming into alignment so that we may be exactly what we came here to be, feel what we came here to feel, experience what we came here to experience. Inhale. Exhale. Source energy now comes down, meeting us at our heart space, bringing in more of the green light. As we're inundated now with this green healing light, health, wealth, abundance, and prosperity, as our frequency is being brought up, up, and up for that which needs to come in and be absorbed for the heart chakra. Our frequency goes up, up, and up as our chakra system widens to allow more and more energy to flow through us. We are now at the frequency of the green light. You may stay here as long as you like, and end this meditation in accordance with your breath.